Here.
Four and then here.
Oh, sorry.
The top stack is.
The bottom section.
I'm not gonna.
Voice memo thing?
Are you guys-
I forgot.
Yes. The voice memo?
Right, that one?
Yes.
Good throw. Hold on.
No, it should be, yeah. It's 6:08. I'll call this meeting to order. Jessica, please call.
Claudia Lucas. Here. Anna Soto. Present. Jessica Mendoza. Present. Kevin Mackey. Late.
Yeah.
Maura Pineda.
Present.
Marisa Costa.
Please go back. Seeing we've got quorum, we will move on to orders of business, deferrals, additions, and regions. Seeing none. Moving on to public comments. Do we have any comments?
Hi, my name is Lily Prieto. I am interested in the education advisory board's position. I already put in my application. And very excited to potentially be considered to be working with you all.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Marita Show, Marita Casas here. Approval of minutes, you have in your packets the March 25th approval minutes.
No,
No,
no, you guys don't have minutes for that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I'll get you those.
I just
I'll get you
wanted
those
to-
today. I'll get you those today or tomorrow.
That's okay, we'll just so you guys know, it'll be part of the next. So, it's fine.
staff updates. Digital flyer.
Okay. So, thank you, I think Barbara Woman is the only one I have the text for now, so we have all photos now.
Okay.
HML, I went back and what I had was like their pre-made flyers.
Okay. So we have pictures for everybody, like
Yes.
high quality,
Good.
good. Pictures.
Yeah, we're good for pictures.
Okay, so you're missing.
So I just
assets.
need bullet points.
But this is like, walk me through it. You need a paragraph about the school.
No.
Bullet points.
I want
The highlights.
bullet points, the highlights
Highlights.
of.
Of each program.
uh,
Or like programs they have, but
What are you trying to sell HMO?
and you only have that from Rome.
Yes.
Kyle, can I interrupt for one moment?
Yeah.
This is being streamed, right?
Yes,
Because I have someone who's texting me that they can't see it. Is
let
it?
me, I was gonna double check it now, let me see.
Okay,
Yeah, I see it here.
okay,
Do you know where they're watching from?
Have them go through YouTube, because YouTube always has them.
okay. So,
So we only have,
So at this point, it just sounds like, I mean, we've already drafted it with the photos we have and with the info from Barbara. So.
Do you need bullet points from every school?
yeah,
what their-
what their programs are. No, what I'm saying is that nobody has sent it in, that's why I'm just.
Yeah.
send an email to intergovernmental affairs so they can.
Let me
Just.
I don't know what emails I've sent them, to be honest with you right now, but I'll double check. If anything, I am gonna ask you guys to help push if you know any of your contacts. That's kind of how we got.
How I got
So
going is
quickly.
I immediately emailed my principal and I
Yeah.
emailed the lady that was in charge of the magnet program, that's in charge of the magnet program, and I got on both of them to make sure they did. I had conversations and emails and follow-up.
Only because with intergovernmental,
It takes.
It's gonna take
Contacting it intergovernmental.
I let Diaz,
Okay.
she's the one that took over. Done it.
Yeah, okay, because there's someone there called Tabitha.
Okay, if you have the email.
Tabitha is
I'm happy to reach
Ilette's boss. Tabitha's the. It's like saying like maybe Claire's selling you or.
So do you guys?
Yeah, so I will reach out.
You want me to reach out to her? Or you, you're saying you would? Okay.
know. But yes,
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
you'll-
I'll send the email.
just, yeah, just, I think that most of the schools may have some of that information also on their websites, as far as academies and stuff.
We can
I'm
always
just throwing
take
it
it
out
from there. Yeah, I think we can always take it from there. And as I mentioned, I know HML kind of has this pretty much that and a
Mhm.
flyer, but this is kind of giving the schools an opportunity to see what they, because the schools have so much. It's really more like what they want to highlight, but I guess if we're at a time crunch, like that's. where we'll
I'll
go.
get you HML, Miami Lakes K-8 Center. And I have a contact at Miami Lakes Educational, body as well.
Oh, if you want my minutes made, I can have my sister. She
Okay.
works there.
Yeah.
I'll have her so that we.
Got it. I'll just,
Okay, so
yeah.
let me.
Let's give it another, let's give it
But
another
no,
try.
that, we have it on the website, so I don't think it'll be anything different.
And yeah, I guess at this point, we'll have it ready for when they start the new school year. Well, before that.
Okay, moving on to future leader scholarships. Do we have any?
Yeah, so, if you guys saw my last email, there was a correction made, because I originally had sent out 5, but it's really 4. I have the copies here, if you guys need to review them again. Yeah, you guys just have to go on it. And then I did want to mention while we were on the subject that, Andrea did vote, she wanted to mention that her votes were for applications 1 and 2.
Oh, they're numbered.
So these are,
From the grants.
Oh, okay.
Um,
For her votes are 1 and 2.
I guess in the past.
Yeah,
I
I'm
made
gonna
consider
pass it
it
on
Oh,
to
yeah.
you.
So has everybody taken a chance to take a look at?
Can we
those?
take like 10 minutes now for everyone to look at them again?
Absolutely.
Just to get the
I
numbers.
don't remember them by numbers or anything.
I don't remember my numbers, but I remember.
I don't
my-
remember the
know there's-
numbers. I just
No,
remember.
that's why I wrote the
the
numbers.
Right, the con, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. because
I
I got my numbers. Yeah, there's numbers on them.
Oh, at the bottom.
There's a voting sheet. for you guys.
I don't vote, but.
Thank you.
Maurice doesn't vote. he's-
Oh.
No. I put here. I'll remember, but, you said Andrea said number 1 and 2?
Yeah, that was.
And I chose 1, so I won't let it be.
And 3.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so mine.
And then 4 is the, so then,
Number 4 is mine.
yeah, and then number 3 is. Okay, yeah. Number 1 is white, yeah. Number 2 is September 2.
Winners.
Do we have the applications or is it?
Yeah, there's-
I just wanted to see something before I
me
make
too.
that decision.
I'm going to pick 2.
I can go, I can go like.
You could, you know,
Here you go.
How funny.
Here's one.
you can take a vote or Jessica's fixing it.
If you want, I can do it for you guys. It's pretty easy with the paper, and then I'll
Yeah.
send you guys copies of this.
Do you want to, we have to re-vote?
Yeah, I'll check it if you guys want to move on as I'm doing it. That gives you time.
Senior banners, I know you had said that, we had, a large amount.
There's a high demand for them this year.
I wanted to.
So there's 50 that have been sold. And I have 5 parents on standby, so.
Standby as in. Why, because there was only a limit?
Yeah,
Because
so,
limit of polls.
because we share that with the veterans as well. So we just have to make sure that we have enough space to accommodate the extra.
Oh, so the veterans stay on, I thought they would come off and then ours went.
No, they
I
both
thought-
go up at the same time.
I thought when my daughter was in high school, I thought it was like some people.
No,
got it,
yeah,
and
five.
the others don't. Yeah? Oh, okay.
I think they go up at the same time, but the veterans stay on a little longer.
Okay, so that's a good, that's,
Well, I sent it out to all of my
that's
sons,
very good.
your friends that live here, so.
And I'll let you guys know, but yeah, those 5 parents are on standby, and we're gonna let them know by end of week. We're gonna try our best to accommodate them. See if maybe there's an area we can.
They used to be, and last year we didn't have a name. Right? Was it last year?
Last year we didn't have that. Last year, I think we had to scramble for some to get the budget to.
Right,
the surprise.
so we started, we're like,
And now we had
we
to
thought it
raise
was gonna
it.
be a brand
Well,
new.
that was 2 years.
Oh,
2 years.
Yeah.
Moving on to E, awards of excellent nominations. So,
I have those.
Okay, I have copies of those as well if you need them.
I didn't.
Was there, you said there was extras?
So, I wanted to share something before we
Correct.
get there, a couple of things, so I went through the applications, we received a total of 8, correct, Kyle? Something like that, a total of 8, I
Yeah.
remember. A lot of the ones left, were left unnominated. I had 3 teachers who reached out to me after the deadline, and they sent me their nominations. So I brought them in case it's up to the committee if you wanna consider them, these are all, nominees that have currently nobody. So to me, I said, you know, I'll take them and I'll take them to the committee. So you all can decide whether to accept them or not. In my opinion, it's kind of like a no-brainer in the sense that, you know, they did submit it late, but we don't have
Nobody
anybody
there.
else.
There's nobody there. yeah.
So,
I'll make a motion to approve the nominations that, Maritza has
I'll
brought.
like consider.
I second.
To consider them.
I brought them, I redacted them. I'm not as good as Io. I like to redact them with a marker. But, and then I have an unredacted copy for Io later.
So, I'm sorry, did you guys vote on this already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I did. So I had already prepared, voting sheets, so you guys are just gonna have to.
So we'll add
Fill
those
it out
on
Right.
for.
But these are like I said, nothing, nobody else has come in.
Yeah,
since
so
you-
there's no.
So you can write them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna write
Right.
them. Put them in.
But either way, like I said, these are like nobody else's.
Yeah.
Is right.
So
I
these
will,
would be original.
So let's go through the originals and then we'll go through the ones that, these that aren't on the list anyways.
I will say that,
That's the voting sheet.
I will
What
say,
is
this is the award of excellence.
Oh.
I will say that one of the girls who was nominated for the Fine Arts Award in 12th grade, the teacher later, later felt that she,
Do you have one?
so one of the girls that's nominated for Fine Arts,
This is
and
the voting thing?
Correct.
Yeah.
And this is the. you have
she
this
doesn't,
one?
I only made
Oh.
2, so you guys have to pass around.
It's fine, you can, because.
We're still trying to decide here, there's like,
What I did wanna say was that one of the girls that's nominated for Fine Arts under 12th grade is also, another teacher nominated her on this one for Community Hero. So the Fine Arts has 2 people, so if anything, maybe just pick the one that,
Well, I chose the Jose Marti one, that's the one I chose.
right. So, and this is an HTML one, so
Yeah, yeah.
that way we don't get the same girl
Because if
twice.
we don't have names. we just
Right.
go ahead.
I'm just saying, so that,
So
yeah.
if we only have
Yeah.
one nomination,
So which-
so.
So for Fine Arts, I
No,
would.
but for fine arts, there was a couple.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
I
have
can
to
put
read
the-
and see.
my.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. So for Fine Arts, since one of the girls is being nominated for another.
It's okay, we'll send it down,
Here you go.
that way.
Tell me what
So voting for number 1,
number one.
because number 2, the girl is being nominated for another
Oh
one.
my god.
Oh, the other one's the only one already.
Yes.
Already done.
So we write in these in the back.
Oh, no nominations, okay.
And
Well, I guess the
For
fifth
educator, we
grade
need to vote.
English and literature, that person
educator,
wins
we
by
have to
default.
vote.
Right.
And we also have
Well,
to vote for the fine art, well, for the.
I
fine
will
arts.
say
No.
that's really up to you guys. That's kind of why I put none next to
Okay.
them. Because I know, I don't know if it's you guys or another committee that sometimes has felt that just because there's something doesn't mean that.
That was us, because I remember
that
that was a
one
one liner.
sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the traumatic one
But
liner for us.
we required a 100-word minimum.
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, now,
Yeah.
they were.
Now everyone
they
was,
were
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
They were enough. Okay, so how do I know which one, 1, 2, and 3, for 1 and 2 for fine arts?
so
So one is Jose Marti,
right,
right?
so the one I brought is an HTML girl, which is being nominated for something else,
Right,
it's the
right.
same one, so I would just put. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
number
but
1.
Now, I think this is.
You need
number
a
one.
copy, they have a copy, so. you
Oh,
can-
here it is, number
Right
one,
in the back.
number 1 is
Jose
Jose Marti, yeah.
Okay, so that is the one. I did put a number 1 here, but I wasn't sure if that was in the back.
With the ones that we just got from him.
And then educator would take a vote, because there was.
Yeah, but there's no,
But-
they only, these only have one nomination each,
Right, so.
so
we
we
have
can
to
just
write
approve
them or
them, basically.
Or you
Yeah,
can just,
right.
you don't even have to write, if you
Yeah,
guys
you
just
just
wanna
have
vote.
to approve.
Yeah, motion approved.
Yes, so what is,
So we have on this list, we have 12th grade community hero,
yeah, I have it here, 12th grade community.
8th
hero.
grade community hero,
So let me just circle it. I'm just gonna put that here.
But the motion you guys made was to accept those nominations as last minute. not as winners.
Well, they're winners, there's only one.
Because there's only
Only
one.
But
That's what they're
But then I
motioning
think
for
you
now.
have to take a vote. That's what she's saying. She gave you the
Oh,
option.
no,
of
So we're
not-
gonna vote for them on our
Vote
paper.
on our paper.
Okay, yeah, so if you circle it.
Yeah,
you
but
want
if
that,
circle it, yeah.
And if you leave it blank.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna
okay.
circle
So
it,
community-
and then
Community
eighth
heroes.
I had
grade
written
advocacy.
Eighth grade community
Local,
hero,
no, it's eighth grade local advocacy.
Local advocacy, uh-huh.
And then twelfth grade community hero.
Community.
okay,
And
So
then
we
there-
and then you have two, there's two.
There's two on the second
There's
page.
two eighth grade community hero and eighth grade advocacy.
And eighth grade English.
Wait, hold on. I didn't see.
Let's do it again.
There's eighth grade, 12th
I thought it was
community
one-
heroes.
Wait,
Two
you
more.
put two on each page.
Yes,
And then eighth
I didn't see
grade
that.
Yeah,
advocacy.
So those are the ones.
Okay, so it's eighth grade community hero two.
correct, and
Okay,
eighth
so
grade,
there's one, two. Let's circle these. for
correct.
all of them.
Yeah.
Look what I brought 4 nominations.
Eighth grade advocacy and then eighth grade English,
eighth grade English.
English and literature. Okay,
And
so now we have
four-
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4.
Twelfth grade.
There's one 12th grade and 3 8th grade.
Here,
Perfect.
those there.
Okay, so for eighth grade English, how are we gonna vote for this? Do we write it in our paper?
We just circled.
Just circle it.
I just circled it at the bottom.
Circle the
right?
bottom.
Put them at the bottom.
On your left.
On the red, you know, the ones around.
There was only-
Yeah, I see the ones in
Yeah.
red, just because by default they're winning.
Yeah, they're red, so you just circle them.
Which I think next year we should tweak the way that they get nominated. Maybe not leave it open, maybe have every school nominate a certain amount of kids.
For each category.
Yes,
Mandatory.
yes.
Because every school has these.
Yes.
It's that I feel like nobody knows about them.
No, and then
Right.
outside community, they don't do it, and then
Right.
it's just, it gets,
I'm gonna be honest, I happen to have heard about this because I'm on the board, but
Mhm.
what I'm saying is, I don't think every teacher.
Yeah.
That is in Miami
that's
next
what
year
I'm
is
saying,
about.
so if it's pushed out by the principal saying you need to
That's
nominate
what we need to do.
amount of kids,
That's what.
they
needs
don't
to
get
be
nominated, so I think next year we need to go
School by
school
school
and
and make sure that the
mandated that
schools are
they-
doing it. because
right.
This is not enough.
right,
numbers.
exactly, so I think it needs to be sent to the schools next year.
And not, I don't know if it should be through intergovernmental or like one of
Right.
us making sure that each principal.
Uh-huh.
knows.
That way we'll get more, and we can actually vote.
So for future leaders, the winners are applicant 2 and 4.
2 and 4?
Yeah.
But can you pass those scholarships back whenever you have a chance?
These,
Yes.
Which one was 4? What's 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it back.
That was the
Future
level?
leaders,
So the two winners,
And the 2 was.
applicants 2 and 4, number 2 was
Yeah.
Jose Marti and 4 was Belen.
So we can turn these in?
yeah, you get.
Those are the winners?
Yes.
I'll show the names. of the document.
No, no, you did the senior guy already? Nobody spoke?
Yeah, senior man, we got 50, we got 5 more there, we're trying to see.
So we
Yeah,
did B, we didn't, we didn't.
You skip student member.
yeah, I'm sorry, student member.
I was like, hold on. Okay.
We'll go back to C, student members.
So Io and I booked a date for the next student leadership meeting. It's gonna be before our next EAB meeting in May. So if any of you guys wanna come in a little earlier that day and.
May what?
So that meeting, just so you guys know, is May 23rd because of the federal holiday.
Oh, I can't be here that, wait, May 23rd is a
A
Thursday.
Thursday. Yes, because there's a federal holiday and the date is.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to be here because I have my son's baccalaureate math. It's like the day before their graduation of 20. So.
So yeah, that's my
I will not be
update.
there.
So I scheduled that with Io, just to keep everything on one day. So I think EAB is at 6 p.m. So the student meeting is gonna be at 4:30.
Yes.
So feel free if anybody wants to join us, and that'll be a good way to close off. And then we'll make sure, we'll follow through, and then at the main meeting, hopefully you all select next year's student rep. So I can work with whoever that is, and in that transition process, moving
So we
forward.
vote on that on May 23rd meeting.
It's up to you all. I would assume yes, right?
Because I think we have a posted deadline of some time in May for your meetings.
But we vote on that day, the 23rd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by then it's the.
Okay, so that's one.
Oh, yeah, it was number 7.
Moving on to old business, so we have a couple of things for the awards that we have to go over.
Yes.
Um. Also, what are we sponsors at?
Wait, I need a picture, because I gotta send that to the awards
Oh, yeah.
person. He needs that today.
How much are we at sponsors? It all depends on if we could get some of those other stuff we need.
And I need names for each one of these awards.
Yeah, check it out, you know, before we-
Mhm.
And you get the features.
So you guys have a total of $3,400 sponsored dollars from
We haven't voted for this.
$3,400 sponsored, sponsored dollars confirmed, and then possible either 200 or 500 extra coming in from that.
Okay, guys, we kind of skipped, we did not complete the award of excellence nominations, voting. We didn't do the teachers.
The educators of the
You
year,
guys
yeah,
don't
they're
have our
circled.
paper.
They're circled on the paper.
We did.
Oh, man, I didn't,
Oh.
because, because I have to. Mhm.
On your paper.
Here, sorry, there you go. Yeah, so then I need that with names and everything we need to put on the awards, because. we're
And so
running-
far, where are we at on expenses?
And sponsorship, the headquarters Toyota come through?
Yes. So the 3,400 I just mentioned is with headquarters Toyota. Here, I'll read them off.
Because you have $3,400, that's what you have to spend.
And you know, you have more because you guys have a budget. That's
We have $1,000.
that's just
So
sponsored
that's
dollars.
$4,400.
So 200.
We have 1,000, so anything event, we have events, yeah, $1,000.
Okay,
But sponsor money goes first.
right, so.
So you have 200
We need to
from
list.
Maritz, 200 from MHC Construction, 500 from Gallery Logistics, 2,000 from Porter Toyota, 500 Linear Aid Solutions. And then Epic is gonna come in at an extra 200 or an extra 500. They're gonna let us.
Is that AJ?
So it's either 3,600 or 3,900.
And then we're missing, what have we not calculated in our expenses? So I know we have the buy-in guide, 1,500. We already did the
You already have
Amazon
that?
order. Yeah,
Okay, so you have 1,500 for the paella,
correct.
and what else?
We have I don't know how much.
What do you get from Amazon, like utensils and stuff like that?
Correct. We still need to order the centerpieces. We have the,
Here, I'm gonna read out what you've sent to me so far.
we did
1,500 for
flowers.
the paella. $328 on Amazon, which included the plastic cups, napkins, plastic plates, the pre-rolled cutlery, and the round table cloths. Maybe we already received all that. $350 for the videographer.
Wait, the tablecloths are paid, I mean, the glass,
no,
No,
they're.
They bought,
Okay, so you bought them,
Yeah.
so we can keep them.
Yeah.
Cause last year we rented, remember? Okay.
But they're nice tablecloths, they're.
Yeah, they're material. Okay, perfect.
350 for a videographer, 1,000 for balloon garland.
We got the balloon
that's
first.
a balloon. We have to discuss that now.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Did you already get the balloon first?
No, we have to
have a
discuss that.
quote.
We have a quote.
A
And
quote
then,
from?
Did you, were you gonna print that?
no, I don't,
No.
but I have those.
And what are you guys doing? The whole arch? The entire arch?
So
or
she's
something?
quoting me, I think that we don't need to spend the whole $1,000, to be honest. We still have some of the, I'll show you. Okay, so we still have these centerpieces, right? All we need to buy is purchase is the 2024.
Okay, so you still
Okay.
have, where are those? They're in boxes?
They're in boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we need, just need
Okay,
to
that's
cut
all.
the 2024 part.
You could have done that on Amazon.
Correct.
Did you get them?
No, we can still order them.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to order those. I'll send that to Otto, but we have to find out, I have to see what budget.
What was it, 350 for? It was 320, oh, the videography, right? Video?
And then I found for that.
The DJ is still gonna be
The
donated?
DJ's donated.
He's gonna donate?
Yeah, see, a pack of a 12,
Yeah.
$8.99, so for 17 bucks.
Yeah, yeah, no.
And then
So that's something to
the,
do the balloon.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you something.
this is what she quoted us for the balloons.
She quoted $1,000.
But the
And
balloons,
that's including.
no, that's 325 for the centerpieces. And the 6 something for the arch.
She's doing balloon centerpieces?
No, I asked her just to see what it would come out to, but it's not worth it.
So how much is just the arch?
How much did you say?
And while you guys are discussing that, I did speak to the chef over at our school. He's already committed to a few other things and does not have time, unfortunately, to be able to work the event.
Student sister.
It's just, yeah, it's, again, we go back to the testing and we
Yeah,
go,
yeah, yeah.
they just, you know.
Here, I have it here. So the breakdown of the $1,000 is 650 for the garland. That's placed on the backdrop and 350 for the balloon basket centerpieces.
Yes.
$600
How
for the
much?
arch, 600.
700.
So 650, and it's the complete arch, half an arch, what is it? Do you have a picture of it?
She says she's,
Because you need to be very, very careful when they're doing. Cause, you know, like in graduation, it was like just like this, and there's like the entire arch, and then there's half. So it's like,
yeah, here you go.
Do we have a
That's
backdrop?
so much money.
We have a backdrop,
no, I know they're expensive because I know that
No,
first
no,
was
no,
just
no.
half and it was 400.
and then we have to also
Banana
consider that our backdrop doesn't have.
Is this the person that did it last year?
You know, the person who did it last year is no longer doing
Mhm.
No, but they are charging arm and leg.
So
Okay,
she would
Very
say,
popular.
she would say it'd
Everybody
be
wants
bigger
the
than
balloon
this one.
arch.
so is it, okay, so when you say arch, is it arch is the whole thing?
Correct, because we sent her.
Like a rainbow?
Because an arch is the
Yeah.
entire
See,
thing.
It's a
That-
we
rainbow,
send her this.
exactly.
Yeah, that costs a lot. And is she gonna do it just like that?
Correct,
Okay, yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, that's gonna cost,
Oh, that's what we did last year.
that's what we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
last.
$600.
no, it does. I just did half for Katie.
Do we have it in the
Do we
budget?
have, I mean, do we have that in, how much do we have available?
She said we
No,
have
send me that
4,400.
picture a minute. Send me that picture.
Just out of curiosity, do we have to do an arch? Can we do like two?
Or something.
The problem is I don't know what that top is gonna look like.
So the
I would
problem
have
is, this top here,
Probably
this,
like an ugly pole.
Yeah,
yeah, it's an ugly pole, because this thing that the canopy is really heavy, we have to, maybe rent the stand from the vendor that did it last year.
Okay, don't rent the stand. My sister has that stand.
That same
holds
one,
that's black and it stretches out.
Mhm.
but this one's really, this was
We can order it
really
from
heavy.
Amazon too, I mean, just to
That was
have.
what?
This, backdrop's really heavy, yeah.
She got it on Amazon.
That's what I'm saying, on Amazon, you buy the stand and you can even get, a really nice
If-
pinout for much
I would,
cheaper.
if we could get something that's
But-
just decorations for the balloon arch to cover it, I'm all
No,
for this.
there's nothing to cover the top there because you gotta have this. Just send me that picture so I can send it to the lady. And so I can get
So-
another estimate.
We have 4,400
We
now.
need other estimates. I
Yeah,
think we
yeah.
can just go
Send
with
it to
the first
me.
estimate.
The picture, so I'm gonna send it to her right now.
Can you send me those pictures so I can see, cause I know a couple of people who do balloon arches. too, and
Yeah,
That's kind of.
So we can get a couple of.
A couple of estimates,
Mhm.
that's kind of.
I'm telling you, it's very expensive.
No.
Because it's
It's not
become
cheap.
trendy, yeah.
Yes,
Now it's become
It's
trendy.
super expensive.
No, and you think about
I
it,
do them all the time for my kid, my students do them, but they do them for free.
and if you
So,
think about something. that you-
exactly.
No, no,
Flowers
This
are
is not
little-
easy, there's little balloons, big balloons, this type of,
Yeah,
stuff. It's a little more.
But
Okay,
they
so
have-
other than that, we have did
Oh,
we,
yes.
the order for Publix? That's in the budget again, right? That's included in there? The Publix, the food?
Yes, so you guys told me to order the same thing as last year.
Yeah.
I can't order it because it has to be a certain days up.
Right, and that total comes out to, so we could just see how much we're at. You're under?
Because we have less applicants this year too, right?
Yeah.
So that means that
We have to see how much the awards are gonna be.
we're gonna have less people.
Yeah,
So I might call the food guy instead of saying, because we have a budget for 150. Go down to just 100 or
so how many do we have now? Okay, so we have.
How many did we have last year?
130?
Okay.
130 people?
That's what we need.
And how many awards?
7, 10, 11, 12. 12 and
Do we have-
13.
Do we have, no?
We have
yeah,
13 awards.
14, because YTF is gonna also. have-
Yeah, why,
Oh,
yeah,
so we want that, yeah, about that. So YTF voted on us. Me and Ms. Soto are both on youth activities. They're giving out one award called the Miami Days Youth Leadership Award, which is to one of the volunteers that helps at all of their events, like the Easter event, the Halloween event. So there's this one girl who is selecting it, and they wanted Ms. Soto and I to ask the EAB if you guys are okay with that one girl being
One girl and 2
Being
boys.
given
And
her
the
Three,
awards.
3 people.
3 people.
They have paid. They paid for their food,
I was like, actually, I was right
coming out of my budget, you know?
That's good.
all the same taxpayer money at the end of the day, but if we have, you know,
But we don't share budgets.
Yeah.
that's true,
And you have a bigger budget than us.
Yeah, man,
way bigger.
you don't
We
share
can
budgets.
bring it, we can bring it back.
But
at
a nice
the-
way to present it at that award, since you're
Right.
already presenting awards anyway, to present it at that.
It'd be great if you could at least cover the meal, if you know,
If what?
if you could at least cover the meal.
Because you're paying, how about the award? Are you guys covering the award?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're getting the award. We're just
Okay.
gonna present it at.
so it's just the presentation.
Correct.
They're covering you.
So 14 then.
Do we need to vote on that? or-
I will, no, I mean, yeah, just so that you guys are in agreement.
I'll make a motion to accept the YTF award of Miami Lakes, what is it? Leaders
So
Program.
it's only gonna be you two that are gonna be there. It's not like the entire YTF.
Right, no.
No, just no, because I'm on Jessica's,
Right,
you know.
then
on my
everybody's
friend.
gonna show
No, it's just
Yeah,
that
because if
five
I've
of them
got
are
10
two guests,
people.
and each one we let them bring two guests,
Correct.
right, for each shout.
And then the sponsors as well, remember they get seating.
And you guys,
We
last year
invited-
posted the retiring teachers that you guys wanted, last year you guys collaborated with the mayor's office, so that's something to keep in mind as well.
Is there anybody, I know we have one retiring in our school, but.
We're still waiting for our next count.
Oh, we don't have
We
it?
don't even have it.
I know,
Four?
How are you gonna get?
I know the region, I know,
I'll send an email out today and see if we can get.
I
that.
know the region met with the principals and asked them about the retirees. But it's like, I spoke to my principal, he said that, you know, the region told all the principals to get the list, but that nobody's finalized it yet because the retirees and this and that. So,
Yeah, sometimes they don't announce until later on.
Like the last moment or?
Yeah, because if they find out word gets out, some students may, believe it or not, get upset and then it's testing time, so.
See.
You know, you wanna keep everything as, you know, generic and as normal as possible.
Proclamations, do we do awards for them?
they said that- oh.
Man,
I know the proclamation is done by Josh, but we don't do any awards.
no, we don't have any.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, we can still add it to
But we
the
need
agenda.
we need the count for the food,
We need to
and the
count.
tables, you know, like the chairs and everything.
And I will say,
So for this, it's set up here, that's $1,000, $1,000 for this.
No,
Yeah.
600.
And it's
Six-
not the
yeah,
backdrop.
650.
but
just-
no, yeah, that doesn't include the backdrop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just.
So we own that back.
We own the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, the backdrop.
I don't know who has it, 'cause-
We didn't even have it.
okay.
Okay,
So it's
so,
just 600 for that,
650.
650.
Okay, so it's
Give me their
14
book.
kids times two parents per kid.
Correct, and then remember, the
So 14 times
nominator,
3.
the nominator, we were gonna invite the nominator this year, right?
Yeah, so
So-
you guys need to put together a guest list, so you have.
Uh-huh.
I say 14 times 3, because it's 14 times 3 is what?
Teachers, you guys normally invite.
42 people.
Or-
Plus the
people.
nominator,
Plus the nominator, so do another 14,
Kids and, what are you talking about?
because we were saying we were gonna invite the nominator. this
like the
Okay,
teacher
hold
who
on.
nominated them.
42 kids and fam, kids and two, okay. Then you're
year.
gonna.
14 more
14
because of the nominators.
nominators.
But region principals and council, I would add another 15 for that. The council, district staff, the principals.
Okay, how many schools do we have? Because that's how many principals are gonna show up.
We
For the amount of schools, no, not our schools. The
How many schools
that
have
won.
one?
Oh,
The schools that won.
Miami Lakes
Those
State
are
Aid
gonna
Center.
show up. K8,
Goldman,
K8. Okay,
Goldman, Miami Lakes Middle. Bob Graham. HML. Jose Marquis Mass. That's all I have. We still don't know where the educators.
Mass,
and the 2 scholarships, yeah.
Jose Martin Mass and
2
Hialeah.
scholarships
Wait.
plus
Yeah, but
2
the-
parents.
I already counted those.
You already counted them?
The scholarship, yes.
Yeah.
Because
Plus
the,
the 2
the
parents.
kid that got the scholarship,
Yes, 1, 2.
the requirement for the scholarship is anyone who lives in Miami Lakes.
Right, no, I know, but then at that
Yeah,
point, we're
times
just giving them a
14.
check, but now
Oh, no,
we're
wait,
bringing in staff from the schools. I don't know.
I guess, yeah.
15 was the
I
one.
don't know.
Because then do we limit it to that or do we leave it open? Just that, just questioning
Say again?
because, no, because he said Jose Martin Mass,
Of the kid that's getting the
That's the kid.
scholarship,
not the scholarship. Is it the scholarship?
scholarship, right, Isle?
Yeah,
But it's not
Oh,
that.
because it's a scholarship.
scholarship.
It's just
Okay.
Jose Martin.
No, it's Jose Marquis Mass Academy, that's the name of the
Mass.
school.
Jose Martin.
The one in,
Oh,
yeah, the one in Hialeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so we have
Yes.
45 then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 schools,
Right, plus region staff,
right, that's. okay.
school board member.
Okay, Roger wanted me to find out if there's any specifics that you need for them. Like, because all they have is the awards date, they don't know anything else.
Well, last time we had the, I believe, Dorcas did a speech right? He
No.
did,
You did a video,
You did a video.
that wasn't
Yeah,
last year though, that was.
I don't know if they could do that again, or we could have him do a speech, or, you know. Or Alonzo, I mean.
Cause I don't know if it's Roger. Yeah, I don't speak business. We don't shop. So Roger told me today before I came over, here, I was like, hold on, I wanna make sure you guys have this on your calendar. It's on the calendar. But then he wrote something like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. But then I'm like.
Usually they're
I
there,
asked my
but
brother if he
only Dorches was the one that did the.
Right,
Alonzo was
video
here last year.
last year.
Yes, he gave a speech and then he had to go.
And then he had to
somewhere else.
go, correct.
There was, yeah, there was a speech on the.
He came last
in
time?
person.
In person, who,
Mhm.
Doltrix?
No,
No,
no, no, no,
Oh.
he had the.
Video.
But the video wasn't last year,
Yes,
Yes,
it was the year before.
and last year too, I guess. There was a
Video
video
was
last.
last year.
Oh, really? Okay. Can we see if the superintendent wants to come in person or send a video again out? And then,
Are you asking? So I need something from you guys. I need the event request form to be turned into me so that all requests are in one place and we can make sure.
Do you have a
everything's
copy of that,
organized.
so we could,
Yes.
what is
I
that?
don't have it with me now.
What is that form?
Yeah, I've shared it with you guys. I think it's that dating handbook. But that's pretty much any request you have that you need staff to help coordinate tables, layout,
okay,
janitorial, if
Okay.
you need coolers, if you need a podium, anything you need from us, we need that. The videographer, whatever it is that we're gonna ask him to take photos and shots of or whatever, we need that in.
Oh, I sent you, I had him send you stuff, right?
I got it.
Okay, perfect.
So what do you need him to put on the request?
It needs to be filled out completely. And if
how many
he
tables
is-
we need?
It helps you
Okay.
because there's things that you may
I
not
thought
be
you already
thinking.
had
Correct, is there any way you could send me last year's, just so I
I'm
could?
gonna resend it to
Yeah.
you.
I think you already had the tape, how many
Go right off
people,
without-
chairs, everything.
So can we continue with the guest list? Cause I think we're missing some stuff. So
Go. 45 kids,
region staff as well, which
so we
is
have principal,
principals.
somebody, they send somebody from the school, okay.
Plus, we had the region director came last year, like two of them came.
Yes,
Plus the region, I don't know if, the region superintendent, I feel like they may have come.
yes, they did,
They did, then we have the council. And the mayor,
some of them.
just last year, like four of them came, and then we have the sponsors. How much seating
I know.
did each sponsor get?
How many of us are there?
Sponsors, I think, got 2 seatings last year.
It depends on the amount.
The amount, correct.
I know I got 2 seats.
So there's 6 of us. Do we still want the school to come and serve? Remember, we had the school. No, Lot Childs came last year. They're the ones that served food.
Well, you could get a lot of child comments, yeah.
They're the ones that had come and they served, you know, the
Yeah,
tables.
by all means, yeah. That'd be great. They were-
So all sponsors get 2 seats with the exception of title sponsor, which is only headquartered to. Headquarters.
So I guess how many sponsors do we have? Cause I need to put that on the guest list too. Sponsors. How many? Friday? Cause I only have a total of what they gave us, which is $3,400, so I don't know.
So right now, including Epic, you guys have,
Epic, which has not sent in their money,
No.
right?
they haven't.
Okay.
So you have 5 sponsors that get 2 seats each, and then you have one sponsor that gets 4 seats.
Which is,
the headquarters.
Headquartered to.
are they all gonna come?
We don't know that.
So we'll send out the invitation and they are.
Yeah.
So you don't have to give the final count for the food until when? So we need to
Probably
put that on
first-
RSVP.
the First,
Oh,
Okay.
May.
are you serious? That far ahead?
That far ahead?
You don't for the
It's
test?
10th.
Maybe the week
Maybe
before?
No, the one before, yeah, that's.
Okay, so the invites have to go out this week
Yeah,
by Friday.
if that's
Well, the
case.
sponsors are aware because it's part of their benefits. I will send them a reminder.
Well, we need to see the students as well. We can't assume that all these
yeah.
kids are just.
We could, I mean, I don't think it has to be, yeah, I'm saying the
Is that a
first,
date that you just?
I
came
just
up with?
came up with a date. because
Okay,
I
that's
wanna
what
be
I'm, there
clear.
we go.
Oh,
There
I
you
don't
go.
wanna be clear on, I don't
You have
wanna,
to finish for
I
that.
know usually about, I mean, restaurants, a week before.
A week
We do
before?
paella,
Yeah, even
not-
like 3
You
days
want the
before.
Monday before? The Monday.
I
of-
would think,
the
yeah,
May-
right?
That's May 6th, that would be May
6th.
6th, the Monday before.
so if you need.
It's six.
Monday of is May 6th, that Monday.
And for the schools, you guys are gonna limit it to just one.
one person.
Usually
Yeah.
one person. that's-
One representative from each. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 6.
And
What do
only
you
from
got
the
now?
winning schools, not from all the schools in the area.
That's what they said.
Do we know who the winning educator is?
I'm doing that now.
Well, at 98 right now. 100. How many we have up there?
Last year we had 130.
Okay. So we're at about 100.
So last year we had
Not
15,
saying that everybody RSVPs and everyone shows up.
so we had 15 round tables, 4 long tables. So we keep the 4 long tables, we have to see about the 15. Each table sits 10, right?
How many? Do we have
That's
our
very
council?
tight,
Whether or
though.
not-
Tight.
Yeah.
But 10 is very.
Seven is within the.
So you
They're
would
not
say
gonna have.
Well, we
three.
will have-
I would say like 7. for
8 max or 7?
8 max.
For what?
But I would say
Tables.
7 for comfort.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
seven.
3 will show up for sure.
Let's do 7, and it'll make it look fuller, the room. And one of the council members is a sponsor, so I guess it'll be coming in.
Yeah, so we have 100 right now.
Right. And so whatever the RSVP is, I would add just 5 extra, just in case of extra.
No, because they would.
Unless when you RSVP at most events, about it's like 10% of people show up less. It's
Mhm.
probably gonna be like 8, 9 people. I don't think it'll be.
So we're gonna still need
Yeah.
15 tables. So
What is? Yeah.
That's the local average.
You threw me off.
when you, the janitorial, I have to put per hour, how many hours we're gonna need them?
The event, I can just go the same as last year.
Yeah. It's from this source, nothing really changing except for, we have, where's 103 mean, number 103 comments? Because I see she puts 103, but I don't know what that means. Coolers, etc. 1. Water, number 103, and dishware
Oh.
place.
That's just where I stored them.
Okay,
The blue ink is my comments on.
okay.
But what time, do we need, like, people there, like the servers, stuff like that, for kids go?
Well, at least by 6.
Cause it, what time do we
6,
start?
we start
Start at 6, no?
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
Nice.
No later than.
Because I know that these
Really?
people, if you say 6:30. The dignitaries want it started at 6:30, because some of them always have something planned after. And they don't like to sit there and wait for it to start.
Okay.
So we gotta start at 6:30. And I think last time.
We started late, yeah.
Yes.
Hold, parking. So we gotta
You don't
hold,
worry about that.
no. And then water. Okay. I'll get that to you. And then sponsors, you said already that we were at, we might get Epic and we might get at least 2 more, so.
Do you have a list of everything
The
for
one,
the party?
we're not,
Do you have a
no,
floor plan for the party?
yeah, there's a floor plan out of here that I was gonna follow as well.
So what did you say again? Because I was writing at the same time. So we're still doing the round tables
Yeah. see?
and then the food in the back, everything the same?
One change, one change,
No stage, like last year, right?
Last
year was no stage.
we just have the podium. And the table with the awards,
With the awards,
Okay.
which I need names,
yeah.
categories, everything.
So we already went through sponsors, we already went through nominations, event details, Moritz, you're gonna help with the script,
Yes. I'm gonna talk to Damien and get the script and punch it up.
touch it. Perfect. Okay, and then the retired teachers, we're gonna have to come back to and see with Joseph.
You know, we have one.
Okay, so I'll call Joseph,
Well, you said that they contacted them today, right?
No.
They've
they've
contacted
been
for a
in
while,
touch.
yeah,
For the retired teachers?
but they just haven't gone back like.
Well, by now, the teacher should have already been put in consent.
Yeah.
I mean,
principal should know.
we are-
By now, she's already.
Principal should know. Every principal should know.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it's just a
I
matter
know
of
that somebody's
contacting
like,
the
surprise, I'm not coming back.
All right, moving
But they
on
should
to
know.
the parent-child enrichment program. I thought we were gonna have a presentation. They're just,
Yeah, she sent me an email actually, right? Yeah, thanks for the goodness. But I don't know.
right now.
Send an email like, they're on the answer.
Oh, no, good chat.
second signature. again.
But I don't.
Are we contacting the schools for the retired teachers or?
No, that's the mayor's office.
Oh, okay.
I'll follow up again.
You know, the ones that do the certificates
No.
or whatever it is.
So we'll add it to the next agenda as well.
Agenda, or where's it already gone? Like, we've already.
Yeah, but no, that's the parent and child enrichment program.
Oh, they meant
Yeah,
to
the
retire
presentation.
teachers.
No,
I was
the
like,
presentation.
that's after our
Yeah,
words.
no. No. Okay, moving on to do business, the Bob Graham Educational Center, safety, school safety and school trust. So after the given situations at Bob Graham, I've done some research, as you may say. I do know our limitations are limited, but again, I go back to what our statement for the town is, and it is to assess the conditions, the demand and the availability of the schools. My major concern with this is just the overall safety, right, for the children within the schools, not just Bob Graham, with all the schools, right? How do we give them a voice, and how do we give the parents a notion, not a notion, but a reassurance that our kids are safe within our schools in Miami Lakes, and that they are being taken seriously
Right.
when certain things are brought to their attention. Again, I know that we're limited to what we could do, but again, if we could learn from the situation and prevent it, and that's the goal. I just wouldn't want to stay quiet with something that I feel strongly that some of these kids weren't taken seriously or weren't heard, or perhaps even parents weren't heard, or the situation perhaps wasn't handled the way it should have. Again, I don't know the full details. But just as far as PR goes, for our schools, when we sit on the education advisory board, it looks bad on the town. It does look bad on our small town that we have and the great schools that we do have. I would love to, hear your thoughts on it, how you feel. Again, my concern has always been the safety of the children and the fact that, how can you feel safe if you go to a faculty or an administration and your voice isn't heard?
All right, I'm gonna interject because we're making assumptions.
Again,
I'm gonna wait for him to finish and then.
And again, like
I'll-
I said, and like I said, I don't have all the details, and I might be
So
wrong.
we
in
need
all
to be
this.
careful as a town committee that we not express personal opinions on how it was handled because we were not privy to what has happened. I cannot vouch for the parents, for the girls, nor for administration as to what the accounts of that particular situation, was. I don't know that.
Mhm.
So to really go out there and make that kind of statement really does put our committee in a difficult position. I am not going to sit here and assume or just, this is where the investigative process takes place.
Correct.
You need to hear both sides and then that
Absolutely.
process has to take place. Now, what do we do as a committee? We hold back and we wait. I'm a teacher, she's a teacher, and Masoda's a teacher, okay? We know what those protocols are. We know that if there's something that happens, we report it. Now, that being said, parents, I don't think that I need to tell a parent if you think your child is in danger to call 911 or to call someone. We are our best advocate. We are, as parents, the best advocates for our children. And if there are concerns, right? And let's say, just for hypothetical situations, because I have seen people fight more for discounts for things or for, field trips than for anything else, okay? If your child is in danger and hypothetically saying administration is not receptive, there's nothing that precludes you from going elsewhere. We all know that we live in the world of social media, and you can blow this up as big as you want. You can have the media out on the sidewalk, but you can obviously escalate it. Especially if you feel that your child's welfare is at stake or anyone else's, right? Nothing precludes you from that. There's a parent-student handbook. I know for us, okay, even as us as teachers, it doesn't matter who it is. If we see something by law,
You have to report it.
we have to report it. We could lose our licenses, okay? We could go to jail for not reporting the possibility of something occurring.
Mhm.
So I'm just, I'm cautioning us, we don't have to take a position. The law enforcement agencies, we need to give them time to conduct their investigation. And then, time will reveal what has happened. If in fact there were any communications and if not, and I think I speak for the three of us, we know that if, something has happened or there have been any lapses, they will be addressed. But we have to give time for that investigative process to move forward. We cannot jump the
So,
gun.
so if I, and I thank you for your knowledge, because you do work for the system. And that's
Yeah.
where I see that there's a disconnect perhaps with the public. And I understand that there has to be an investigation done and there has to be certain protocols for the children and so on and so forth. But again, and it's just my opinion, as members of the EAB and as the town, the council members didn't know of it, or the town wasn't aware of it. How do you handle something? I know that we don't have an oversight over the schools. We don't have any jurisdiction over schools, but again, the schools do have, we do give schools money. We do
Right.
give, some kind of money that comes from, the public. We do supplement some classes. So in some way or another, don't you think that, we do disserve the courtesy, the town, not us, the town deserves the courtesy in saying, well, this is the situations that are occurring. We are handling it, just in the sense of PR.
Right, but obviously, remember, they cannot speak unless they're told that they can speak.
Mhm.
So everything is controlled by the region, by the superintendent. So if they're not told, give a statement to the town, they're not gonna give it until everything's done. If they're not told, do this, they're not gonna do it until, and anybody, I guess, you can find out if there was a public investigation on this certain individual, you can find out he's been investigated before. You can find out what happened with that before. Everybody gets a background check. Everybody's cleared. You can't work at a school without a background check. Now,
Oh, no,
once you're in the
there's several
school,
questions that could
if
be asked about.
someone is not doing what they're supposed to do, then there's nothing you can control until the situation happens, unfortunately, and then that's what happens.
So if,
So you really can't control what's going on in the school until it's brought to your attention, because if it's done hidden, if it's done behind, where there's no cameras, unless somebody speaks out, nobody's gonna know, because that
that's
individual does
important.
not have a background, and they don't have a,
but
they're not a predator, they're not.
we have,
so you don't
but we have, let's say this case is over in a month or two,
Right,
whatever, will the public have, if they request it?
I would think so, I mean.
Of that
it's
investigation.
Well, anyone can.
investigator,
It's public
right,
record.
it's with,
But through the chair, I guess,
with the police.
just to understand, because I'm kind of confused. And I don't know, maybe I feel like everyone else is too. What is your action item? Like, what are you hoping to get out of this item on the agenda? What is the most night? What is it that you're trying to do?
Well, if in anything, I would love to, not love, I mean, let me take that back. How can we learn from this? In a sense, how can we provide the schools and with any kind of knowledge of sexual predators, tendencies or the signs that were perhaps available that could be given to administration, anything that we could provide to the schools, to local schools, for this to perhaps not happen again.
There's nothing, because we already get that. We have
Exactly.
videos, we have workshops.
Yearly training.
We have trainings that are mandatory, that everyone takes on what's appropriate, what's not. It's a video on how not to text, how not to be friends, how not to be on Instagram, how not to be on social media, how not to be alone with a child, how not to. It is done, everybody has to sign it, everybody has to do it. It's yearly and it's said over and over at every faculty meeting.
Yep.
So it's like you tell a child, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. You can only hope they're gonna follow your rules. So yes, the school board has, you know, trainings in place that we take every year and multiple times.
Mhm.
It's
But
not
just like the
once.
children have, you know, a oversight, you know, they need to be, there's consequences to it. There's oversight to the teachers and the faculty
Yeah,
as
of
well.
Of course, and there's jail time for us. We lose our licenses. If we fail to report any type of abuse, whether it comes from a parent or a staff member,
Mhm.
okay? We have the abuse hotline. We have to call it in. We have
Whether
no
we know if
choice.
it's true or not. So if any
Yes.
child comes to me, I've had children that have come to me and
As
said,
have
this is
I.
happening in my house, or this is happening, and I have to immediately, I've had to report it.
Mhm.
That's by law, we have to do it, whether it's, we don't know if it's true or not, that's not our job. Our job is just to report it. You immediately
DCF.
have to report it.
DCF at that point will decide whether or not they have enough probable cause to go out and investigate. That is now a county DCF law enforcement issue. That has nothing to do with Miami-Dade County
But
Public.
I know where
Schools.
Mario's coming from. He's like, how do we prevent these people from being in the schools with the kids?
In the first.
But there's background checks. That's
I
the
do
only
agree,
thing.
but my whole thing
That's the only
here
thing you
is,
do,
and I
background check.
understand your point of view. You can't go on hearsay, you can't go off what the social media says. But when you see several comments, that's, you know, you can't assume, you say several comments
Mhm.
saying the same thing of, it was brought up. Where did we go wrong on it?
But do you not know that social media will turn? some
Absolutely,
people-
absolutely.
So everybody's gonna piggyback.
Exactly.
Correct,
Piggyback,
correct,
piggyback.
correct.
I don't.
But-
I heard, I did.
Yeah.
I agree with you completely on that, but again,
So playing devil's advocate, if they had all that and they reported it, it should be on file somewhere, because they should have written it somewhere.
so
So
how
they
do
might
we,
be lying that they reported things, because if they were reported, somebody was investigated, then there obviously was not enough information. There was, because there's tons of people, there's tons of teachers and administrators getting investigated daily. And if every single one of them would be put in jail without proper investigation, without proper, you know,
due process?
yeah,
Process.
then it would be, I mean, there's tons. So
Right.
they have to go through their process, you know, who knows if this individual was already investigated when those came out and nothing came up.
There's several questions
So,
that I
to go
have,
through
and I
that
know that,
investigative process, but you have to let that process go.
They
through.
have
You're
to have
not
the
gonna get an
proof. They have
immediate
to have-
result. And to go to Jessica's point, I can say, and I'm just gonna use some of the things I heard. The person makes me creepy. Well, I can say, well, by the way, you know, full disclosure is not, this is true. I can say, you make me feel creepy. Is that enough at that point to warrant your removal?
no, I
There has
understand
to
your
be
point.
something that backs it up. Now, like you said, okay, all these people claim, right, that they have said things. Okay. I can assure you that these individuals are gonna be spoken to. It's not just gonna go, okay, it's on social media. Okay, you spoke to, you said this. Who did you talk to? What happened? But this is part of the investigative process that
And it
none
takes
of
a
us have
while.
anything to do with, and it is going to take a while.
I mean, look
Okay.
at murder trials, they take years. That's
You know, and we
horrible.
don't have proof. I mean, we're taking what people are saying, like she said on social media, for face value. The same way, you know, we don't know. We weren't sitting in the office
Oh,
of the
absolutely,
administration,
absolutely.
nor were we with these individuals. So that's why you have to take that neutral kind of stance until the investigative process.
I just look at it
It's conducted.
as, in a business perspective, you do have to do your PR work. And if you don't, it harms your product.
They arrested him.
They did arrest him, but there wasn't no public comment, there was no,
The pending investigation,
There
they
was,
did.
there was a public, you want me to show you?
There was,
from-
absolutely.
You want me to show you the
From
statement
Bob Graham?
from, no, Bob Graham did not, because they cannot.
that's what I.
But they
The
did know there was a
region.
connected that was released.
Yes, the Connected came out,
Yes.
and then the region, the board, they all came out with statements. She's not gonna come out with a statement to the public, I mean, she did, like she said, to a Connected. I don't know what else, I mean, she's not gonna have a press conference.
They
You
can't,
can't.
they can't.
There's not gonna make.
There's
you can't-
limitations
first
for
of
them
all,
to
It's
do.
minors,
Yeah.
we're
I just
talking
feel
about
that the whole
minors.
sound of
board,
PR is
you gotta
not.
protect the minors. The board and the region gave their statement. As much as they know,
But as
that's
much
all they
as
know.
much as you say they have to protect the minors, I was told by an individual, I'm not gonna mention the name. They brought down the students and to tell them that the individual had committed suicide. So how are you protecting the students then?
Because here's the problem, and they are offered mental health. You know why?
Sure.
Because it starts to spread through social media. Then you get one kid that tells the other kid, hey, did you hear what happened? You're gonna have to bring those kids down and you're going to have to address it. And I'm sure, okay, that there was probably conversations with parents. Again, I'm not
Yeah,
there.
correct.
I'm not there, so I
I'm
can't
not
say,
saying so I don't know. what we're
I
talking
can't
about.
say what
Speculate.
happened, but I can guarantee you that mental health services are going to be offered to those students because
No,
the
yes,
kids-
they have an extra staff that is at the school.
If I may, my motion is to facilitate Bob Graham with whatever needs they might need to help them, with the students or with faculty to prevent this from ever happening or from learning from this situation.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I
What
don't
are we
understand, because
doing?
You need something specific.
Yeah, what are we doing? What are the?
Again, I
needs?
can't
We
tell you
can't give
specific
brief
because I
counseling.
can't give until the school
Right.
decides what, because we can't, we
Right.
go
So
to.
So
you're
the
gonna
that's
have
why
to
we're
table
jumping
this.
to the gun. We can't do
Because
anything.
they already have grief counselors, because the region gives that,
Mhm.
and they provide that. The children have the counselors there, which the teachers have the grief counselors, the teachers were provided time if they needed time. There's nothing else you can do, they do background checks, so there's nothing, we can't give them extra background check. I don't know, I mean, besides mental health evaluation, which you need to get a doctor for that, and you're not gonna do that to every single person on your
You
staff.
just have to wait, and I understand as a parent.
No,
you're
it's a
concerned and-
frustration.
And it's a
It's like-
frustration, and we all wish it hadn't happened, or we did, or we
Exactly,
don't know,
Right,
but,
right.
but there's not, our hands are tied, you know, and this is more for people above us, as far as.
And I
the
will
town,
tell you,
or
Let me let the
the
police take care of it.
police, like all that,
Yeah,
those people
they
have
give-
to do
listen,
their,
they
that,
give-
you know.
Footage if they have footage, they give, you know.
The town knows that we
they-
support
they
the
give
schools
everything.
and what we're doing, and this conversation's being, you know, people are listening, they know that we're concerned, but there's nothing we can do about it.
It's like, this is what
beyond our-
happens when you have an abusive relationship and the person threatens that they're gonna do something. The police can't do anything until they follow through with that threat. So unfortunately, that's.
We have to wait and
it's
see
tough.
on what comes out,
Exactly.
what, you know, 'cause obviously
From
right
your
now.
opinion, will something come out?
We
I
don't
If
know.
they continue investigating, then they have to show proof that the police investigating, it's no longer in the hands of the school.
And it's not an opinion matter, it's a fact matter. Because you're dealing, but let's say, we know what happened, he is no longer here. But that being said, if, that were not the case, you have to let the investigative process go
Correct.
through
I understand
and
that.
justice be served. Our opinions really don't matter. At this point, they have to handle it. If after the fact, something comes to light, okay? Then it can be addressed then, but at this juncture, we can't.
Okay.
We don't
Thank you.
even know what evidence they have.
We
We
don't
don't
know
know
anything.
anything, because
Exactly.
it's on the police's hands, because whatever they had to hand it over. The school police went to arrest him, handed him over to Miami-Dade, and that's it, like, now they're dealing with it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure maybe you can, if you as a parent want to contact the school police and ask what information they have that they can disclose to you, Miami-Dade also. Because they're the ones that are handling, I'm sure from now on,
Yeah.
they
Exactly.
transferred over, so now Metro's doing it. You can call them as a parent, I'm sure, and ask and say, look, I'm a concerned parent, blah, blah. I wanna know how this investigation is going, what's going on. Because they're the ones with all the information, because I know that everything was handed over,
Correct.
Yeah.
and now they're the ones that have.
That's a
to
criminal
investigate.
case.
Yeah. Cause I think even though he's gone, they still are.
No, it's not gonna stop. They're gonna obviously follow through to
Right,
see
to make sure.
what, but they
right.
have to have time to talk to people over and over to
I
get those
just don't want it to
statements.
fall into deaf ears.
It's
No,
not, and you know what?
Call
It's not
them,
the
call them
first
and find
case.
out how it's, cause you can call the detectives that are on the case. And you can ask them, how's it going, and follow up until you get an answer.
If they can, because they may.
Correct.
No, no, no,
Am I
yeah,
still
but-
being investigated?
Exactly.
It's just too soon.
Yeah,
It's just too soon. You gotta give them time to work it out.
Thank you. Thank you again, appreciate it. Moving on to announcements. Any announcements?
Hold on, I wanna mention
The
that we
winners?
have, yeah, so I have all the winners, I'll send it to you guys, but for educator, there's a tie between 1 and 2, so you guys.
Oh,
can
that's
just vote
Hold
it.
on.
Between 1 and 2?
Oh my God.
I know where I'm sticking.
I know, we're kind of.
I'll say so.
So that's what's submitted.
In the middle.
I'm
Yeah.
torn between the two.
I read, so I won't be changing my vote.
So if I change my, yeah, I'll just change mine and make something winner.
So I chose.
You do the-
Wait a minute, nominee number 2 isn't a Dade County Public School teacher, it's for a nominee that's going to University of Miami, works at University of Miami.
Right,
Right,
but
and
she's
she's
I think she's a Miami Lakes resident.
oh, okay, but, well, I'm sorry, I thought this was an award for the local kids' school, no? Is it an elementary, middle, or is it somebody who lives in Miami Lakes who's an educator?
If you
Correct.
want, I can just read what we have online if that helps you.
Yes, go clear it out. I think they could teach or no. I think.
I think it's
But
an
double check.
educator within,
Double
that
check.
lives in Miami.
That lives in my.
And that's what I-
Be
Yeah,
in or,
lives in Miami.
in or out.
But
or-
let me
Right.
double check. I think
No,
it's.
it is live, but I think my thing is that when this was created,
Mhm.
did you all have in mind to include university professors?
No,
I'm fine with it doesn't matter to me whether they teach in Homestead and they
And
live in
that's why I
that
want to
state,
hear it again, so I can.
What is it?
So-
but to me, it's like they teach at UM.
Exactly.
Outstanding educator of the year nominees may consist of school, community, and or county level administrators, directors, supervisors, teachers, specialists, counselors, classroom assistants, school psychologists, social workers, coaches, and mentors. This nominee is someone who demonstrates leadership, exceptional teaching practices in the classroom during and after school activities, enables achievement and participation of all students, someone who provides innovative or consistently outstanding support and or service going above and beyond the requirements of their job description, not only on school grounds, but in the community. And then it says, all nominees must be managed.
It doesn't specify which school.
Yes, and then number 1 doesn't have the address of where they live. Number 1 has the address of the school,
What school
Oh,
is it? What school is it?
no,
Bob Brown.
bro.
Do they have to live in Miami Lakes? Or can they
Yeah.
teach?
Yeah, they
in
have
Miami Lakes?
Requirement set.
But at the end of the day, you all motion for what you motion for. The rules are set by
Yeah.
you guys. If you guys wait.
No, because I don't know what.
It does say all nominees must be Miami residents.
Mm.
Because this is the school address.
That's a question to find, to ask that person, is there a way to ask?
Does she
They
have-
lean.
But you guys kind of need to decide
Yeah,
today.
they did this one, yeah.
That's right.
I just think if they teach in, I don't know, I didn't think of of a university.
I thought, yeah, because we don't really deal with universities, we deal with schools.
So then do we wanna reassess our vote and just make it based not on?
And I think maybe for future.
But if it doesn't
reassess
matter,
or-
if I change my vote because between,
1 and 2.
1 and 2, I didn't have 2, so I'm just go with 1. So. I have 4 and 1, so I'll just go with 1.
Okay,
I think for the record, you guys should just take a new vote.
okay, so
Between
take a
1
new
and
vote, 1 and 2.
Between
So we'll
one.
just call the roll and then,
All right.
1 is the one that's above Graham. And 2 was
You
university.
are taking it verbally?
Yeah, take it
Yeah, all
verbally.
right, Claudia,
1.
Anna,
1,
Jessica. Kevin Mackey, Peter, Mario,
1.
Maurice.
I don't know.
You don't want- So 1.
1.
And we have the names for
Problem.
all of them.
Yeah, if you guys want me to go through it. 5th grade English literature is Lola Yanesa. 8th business David Manuel Gonzalez Batista. 8th fine arts Ashley Perez. 8th STEM Matilda Velasco Price. 12th fine arts Hannah Mesa. 12th journalism Rosalind Navarro. 12th athletics Sarah Mar Rivera. Community hero 12th grade Natalia Guerra. 8th community hero winner Zoe Venturino. 8th local advocacy Carolina Poretti. 8th English and literature Kenya Maddox. And then the teacher.
Did we have a 5th grade?
I already know who the teacher is.
5th, you only had English literature.
Yes.
And Lola Yanez. And educator 1, right?
Is this
The
coming
winner?
out
Educator
like
one.
typed up?
Yes.
By when?
Number 1 is Alejandro Juanmayor.
Yes. So Cause I need to give the types written to ECD for their awards.
Yeah, I can get it to you tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. So I'll tell him that tomorrow. So
Just so
on the
you have
award, it's the
everything.
name, the title, and then the
No,
date.
and logo.
We didn't put a date?
We put the logo.
I'll remind you that for the title sponsor, you guys, the agreement is that you put their logo on it.
Well, so you have to put that.
So just make sure. Do you want me to send it to you?
I think it's the same.
Can we
as
take a look at last year's
Yeah.
logo? Is there a
I
photo
I think it's the same as last year.
of last year's award?
Yes.
Did it
So
happen
I'm
last
gonna
year?
tell him just, yeah.
If I have the proof, I'll send it to you, because I think.
And that's for what?
For the award.
Over the award itself.
The little, remember the little?
Yeah,
plaque?
And I was thinking,
Mario, for the day of the 10th, what time do we report there to help?
We need to be
I
there
live by 4.
by 4.
4
Just
p.m.
set up, make sure everything's
Sorry.
nice and.
Okay.
And then the educator one is different than the. You guys, at least that's how you did it last.
Do you need help setting up in addition to us?
So the award-
Volunteers?
this is May 10th.
Did,
Friday,
the janitor, did they set up the tables or do we?
Oh, no.
but you need to give me the layout.
Yeah, I'll give you the layout. Do they
But do-
set it up or no?
They set up the tables. Tablecloths is you guys. Those are not.
Give me,
they're
give
not ours.
me.
Couple
Okay,
kids.
so
Can Haley come? Can she be involved?
If you guys, want volunteer hours for the kids, let me know. Just let me know in advance. so we can-
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we would. I can tell you right now.
Only
Yeah,
volunteer
we'll-
hours.
we can volunteer hours. Anytime you
We can
want.
do it, what? Setting up whatever we're gonna set up.
So we get there at 4. Okay.
This is May 10th?
Yes.
My shoulders
Yeah,
cannot.
makes sense. No.
That's me.
No, I may be out of town. It's Mother's Day weekend.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, so some of these kids.
Bad weekend.
Yeah, I totally forgot that it was Mother's Day.
Bad weekend.
Oh, I feel like maybe some kids won't be able to make it.
Yeah, wow, that's a bad weekend.
That's a Thursday, no?
It's a
No,
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, you guys took it Friday.
Wasn't it Friday last year?
No, last year was Thursday.
Oh, it
Thursday.
was.
Yeah, for Friday night.
Well, we haven't sent out invites, have you?
Is it official
We
today?
sent out, I mean, we can change
Yeah.
it, but we sent out invites to intergovernmental was sent. Invites, and I think we put it in the awards.
It's on the awards too,
What would be an
the Thursday was
alternative
gonna be-
date if anything?
the
Or
Thursday.
we do Thursday?
Thursday the
The
night.
9th.
I have to check them today.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
see,
the-
and you have to call Jeremy.
Yeah,
We have to change everything.
because they already cleared, I think,
Yeah,
sports for you
sports,
guys that night.
Correct. So you have to talk to Jeremy, and see if he can clear this
So
one.
you guys want me to try?
Do you guys think we should?
Try changing.
I think so.
I think you're gonna have, cause
Nobody
it's,
there.
I think a Friday is just not good anyway.
It's just-
Yeah,
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 I agree
did-
on Friday. I think
I
a
leave the
Thursday.
10th, so yeah,
Let's try to move it to the 9th.
it's Mother's Day weekend, it's my weekend, don't mess with my weekend, right? It's Mother's Day weekend. I got one weekend a year.
Speaking of announcements, just a reminder, you guys normally would have me send an invite to the principals of the school.
Yes.
You can invite them to a meeting. I don't think you have in a while, so just, if that's the case, let me know so we can start putting it on the calendar.
We usually do it at the end of the year.
It would be the May 23rd one, though.
Yeah,
I think in the past you guys have done it in June,
Yes.
just because in May that it's
everything
really-
is hectic and,
and graduation,
graduation.
When in June is it?
the
That
third
would
month.
be, the third Monday in June is the 17th.
I think you guys are the fourth.
Are we?
The third.
Oh,
I feel like we're the
You're
third.
the fourth.
Oh, we're the
then June 24th, it would be.
I will not be here. I know, again, and 2 meetings in a row. Am I out for 20 days?
Move it to the 17th.
So when's the Holman graduation, Ms. Alta, do you know?
When's Goldman's graduation? It is May 30th,
May
sorry.
30th, okay,
May
we are
30th,
too.
Thursday.
Okay,
So June and May, it's hectic.
No,
Yeah, but I think we can move it up to June
Don't do it.
17th. We can move it on.
do it in June.
June 17th.
Give everybody a moment to breathe.
If we could do it June 17th.
I think there's availability, I can check, it's just you're gonna have to rearrange the time
To,
So what time?
earlier.
it's earlier.
I think we're all okay. Earlier.
Okay.
We're out.
What, how early, how?
What are you doing?
What day is it?
Monday, June 17th.
Monday, June 17th. Oh, yeah, we're not in school. I keep thinking.
No.
we're in school.
No.
You're right, you're right.
Can you do 4?
What time do you want,
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem, just thinking of PDs, but
Can we do
what
4?
if I have,
no, I don't.
You can do.
we don't have
It
the,
just needs to be by 5:30, start by 5:30.
No, that's fine.
5:30 is fine? Yeah? Oh, no, or
Yeah,
whatever.
fine.
what We can do it earlier.
Earlier, for us to be better.
I could
for-
do four, I
People like
could four,
early
for
I was
this.
thinking
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Four,
Like, people are
4
not
p.m.
staying
Yeah.
late,
Let's
have
do
not
4
work
p.m.
over,
I think we should even do it earlier.
and that's.
3:30?
Do it in the
Yeah, but
morning.
that's already
We
almost
can
10
do it
days
in the
after
morning.
school's out.
Yeah.
We're not. in school.
They're like,
Okay, so 4 p.m. on Monday the 17th.
all right, that's all.
4 p.m. or 3:30?
No, I'm asking you, guys.
Okay.
You guys.
I think that's.
4
late.
p.m.
4 p.m.
3:30?
Late?
3 p.m.?
I can do 3.
I can do 3.
No, 3?
I can
June
do that.
17th?
I'm saying, cause I think, like
17,
Jessica
3
said, you
p.m.
know, they're usually. So they don't have to stay as late.
Okay. I'll reconfirm with the town clerk's office and then I'll send you guys.
So what did we say, 3:30?
3, I was at
I thought you said 3.
3, said
Okay,
3,
3
3 p.m.
Somewhere.
June 17th, Monday, June 17th.
Yeah, I did a reconfirm, but I'll send you guys an email.
And then our next meeting is May 23rd.
Yes.
Just a regular meeting.
So you can let us
Right
know,
before.
you can let us know about May,
When's the other one? I'm sorry.
About May 9th.
May,
There's another
Okay.
meeting on the 20th?
and that's like really important. This is in like 2 weeks.
Josh, you're back the Lord.
Yeah, that's the next meeting, right?
And then you'll let us
But
know
I'm saying
about May
right
9th.
before, if you guys are in 4:30, it's a student one, that, and it's, pretty much chairs.
Oh, okay.
They need to get the student reps. Yeah.
Bye.
And then you'll send an email about May 9th in case we can start telling everybody about the.
May 9th instead to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other announcements?
And then I'll send you.
So you're gonna look into changing then the date?
Correct.
Okay.
I'll send you the layout. Um, If I have to order those little centerpiece decorations, do I just send you the Amazon?
Send me the link and I can order, it, so like that it's tax exempt and we charge it directly.
It's not more than like 20.
Yeah,
I don't need to make a motion.
you guys had already agreed to a certain amount.
Okay, perfect. Any other announcements? No,
Everything, where are we getting the sodas?
we already got.
That's gonna be part of the Instacart.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm doing the same amount as they did last year. That's the gift.
Do one of each of the soda less.
Yeah, because we have leftover.
Yeah, left, we have way soda left over, so.
And where are you getting the cake from?
Give that one.
Where are you getting cake from?
That was from public.
From Publix.
Okay.
Not from Busy Baker.
Looks cute.
Let's try to get some balloon arch estimates.
Yes,
I already
please,
sent
try to
you
get me
the
that,
wait.
so you can do that,
So good.
okay?
I'm waiting for it, but I know that they are very expensive unless you have your students that know how to do it. And they can get it done.
Oh, I know a girl at Goldman, she's a senior, who started like 6 months ago, doing like a business like that, and she's probably a lot cheaper than.
Find
You
out.
talking about Haley Menendez?
No, the one I know is Rosalind.
Oh, well, ask her and I'll ask Haley.
Okay.
You can wait for her to get her business out.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
We'll promote it.
Somebody.
So I call this meeting at 7:25. All in favor?
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Bye, you guys. Bye.